Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. We record these interviews so potential buyers can learn more about the business and the seller to help them make a buying decision. Now, all of the business details, which include the type of business it is, how much revenue and profit it makes, and all of the assets included in the sale can be found on the business listing. To view this information, you can visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business listing number, which is listed in the video thumbnail and the description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. And if after listening you want to take an even deeper dive into the business to perform your due diligence before potentially purchasing this business, you can unlock this listing to look through all of the business information, which includes the domain, the products, the P&L, and more. So can you tell us a little about your background in building and running online businesses?
My name is Benjamin and I'm 28 years old. I live in Denmark and I've been running my business for about a year. I came up with the idea for this website when I was actually Googling. I was looking for what niche to jump into. I wasn't really sure what type of niche I was gonna jump into because there are like thousands, if not millions of niches you can tackle. Like, was I gonna go with a pet website? Was I gonna go with a gaming website, a cooking website, or anything, you know? So I found one website in particular which were having a lot of success in a short amount of time. I believe they were having 1 million visitors per month in under a year, which was amazing to me. So I went onto their website and I started analyzing their articles. I looked at their content and I tried to figure out why they were writing these types of articles and how they were structuring them. And I found out that it was very easy to produce the content in this niche. It requires no expert. It requires no EEAT. And I was like, this is super easy to produce. So I thought to myself, I'll try that. And, you know, I was accepted into Mediavine maybe within 7 months.
So why are you selling the business now instead of keeping it and growing it further?
When you've been writing about something for so long, I mean, it gets a little boring, I have to be honest. It's very repetitive. Although it's easy, which I do love, I also need to feel more excited about my work again. So that's the main reason for the sale.
What did you learn from building this business that worked for you? Or what do you think contributed to the success you experienced with this business?
What I did that worked would be definitely finding keywords/topics to write about that were not competitive. So finding low competition keywords and building content around those keywords definitely worked out extremely well, especially because these types of keywords are not that interesting to, like, bigger websites are not really interested in these keywords because they usually target way more difficult keywords that also bring more traffic. But as you can imagine, more people are competing for these keywords, which means in the long run, you will probably lose these rankings because some other guy decided to go for that keyword. Whereas if you go for low competition keywords, people are not really interested in going for those. So you end up having the rankings for many years. Like, I still get the same amount of traffic that I did in the beginning, pretty much. Like, and I think that's because I targeted so many low competition keywords that others were like, we don't want to target that, there's no traffic. Where in reality, there's actually a lot of traffic. It's just because the keyword tools tell you that there is no traffic. But we all know Google has the data and the keyword tool providers do not have Google's data. So,
got it. So was there anything you tried that didn't work out as well?
I would say I did try to target some higher competition keywords with a lot of traffic, and I did manage to get like a few in the top 3, but as a consistent strategy, I would not recommend going for the tough keywords because the big websites are just going to win almost every time. So I would just stay away from those. That did not really work out for me. And I quickly went back to my initial approach, which was to go for keywords that were very easy to rank.
Can you describe the amount and the type of work that you do on this business to maintain it?
Basically, all you have to do is come up with topics or keywords, whichever term you prefer. You write the articles first, and then you publish them. And that's what I've been doing consistently ever since the website was launched. And basically, that's all I do. I mean, there are more things you could do. For example, you could go find affiliate programs and insert affiliate links in your articles. And you probably should do that. I just haven't been doing that because I just focused 100% on the publishing part. So that's basically what's required. You just find topics, you write the articles, and you publish them.
Now, if you were to keep the business, what are some ways you would try to grow it?
So if I was to continue this business, I would definitely just continue what I've been doing so far, which is working. And that would be to find low competition keywords. That means keywords in Google that people have not targeted yet, and just simply write the article and publish it, and do this for as long as you wish to grow the site, because it really works really well. Finding these topics in Google that are not fully answered, and then just write the article yourself or outsource it and publish it. That is exactly what I would continue to do if I were to keep the business. It's worked and it's going to continue to work.
And what are the biggest risks with this business that a buyer should be aware of?
The biggest risks with this site would be literally only potential Google updates in the future. That's like both the beauty about this business, but also what is a little annoying with this business, because the beauty is not a lot of things can go wrong. Like there are not a lot of things threatening you, and you have a lot of free time as well. But not to go on a tangent, what I was going to say is the bad thing about this is that Google is always going to have the upper hand. Like they can always have some update come out where you are affected, whether that's in a positive way or a negative way. So that's probably the case with pretty much almost any online business, I guess, whether it's Amazon, YouTube, Google, Facebook, they're always going to have the upper hand. So, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, I would say that's the biggest risk with the content sites.
And how much support are you willing to offer a buyer who acquires this business?
Honestly, I am very willing to support the buyer with anything they need, whether it's how to continue to grow the business, whether it's article writing. I would be very willing to show how I've been writing content, or even write articles for the new owners myself. I would be willing to do that as well. I'm very large, I am not just gonna sell the site and just disappear. I'll be here, whether it's on phone call, video chat, whatever you guys need, I will be here. I'm not going anywhere. So support, I am very keen to give the new owners the best possible experience, and I want them to succeed and further grow the site. Also, it would be very nice for me to see my little baby continue to grow and just check on it, here and there. That would be very interesting.
And regarding the sale of this business, just confirming you commit to a non-compete?
Yeah, I will not be competing with this business at all. I am totally done with the writing for this website. Seriously, I need something else to do. So, of course, I will not compete with this site when you buy it.
And are you open to negotiating something like an earnout?
I would much prefer if I could, get the sale just 100% upfront, so I can move on with my new adventure, because my new adventure does require capital. So I would very much prefer this option. Although I would be open to some sort of time-based payment agreement, for example, 70% of the deal upfront and then 30% over a few months. I would be open to that, but definitely I would prefer just getting the cash upfront.
Now, putting yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why do you think this is a business worth buying?
I would say the business is a good purchase because you have a lot of freedom. I just got home from a vacation in Greece. for 2 weeks. And even before then, I was in Budapest. And basically, you can just travel whenever you want, because once you've written the articles and the articles are ranking, you can take a break for months if you want, because it's so stable. You can work from anywhere. You can just bring your laptop to whatever country you want and publish articles. So that is why it's a good business. And not only that, there is so much opportunity for growth. Like, as I said in the beginning, there are millions upon millions of keywords and topics you can target on this website, because the niche itself is so freaking huge. Like, no one who buys this website is going to be able to write all of the topics that there are out there. It's just impossible. There are too many. And so that is a very good thing, because you can continue to grow the site. The only way and the only reason the site would not grow is if the new owner is simply going to stop publishing articles. Then, of course, in a few years, the traffic is going to go downhill. But as long as you keep publishing, it's going to continue to grow. That's what I've been doing, and that is what I would be doing if I was to continue. Oh, and yeah, another reason why this business is a good purchase is because, like, you need no expert in this niche. So you don't have to hire some expensive writer with like 30 years of experience. You don't need that. I was able to write all of the content myself, and I am by no means an expert in this niche. So it's not required. So that's awesome as well.
Is there anything else you'd like to add that you think I might have missed during the interview?
I think this is a very nice business model. You get a lot of freedom. Like I said, you get to travel, you get to do whatever you want on your own schedule. I really do like that. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else to add. I mean, again, I am super open for support and contact. You can always contact me on my phone number, Skype, mail, whatever you want. I will be there to guide you towards success with your new business. So yes, that's it. Thank you.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this listing is still for sale, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business listing number, which is listed in the video thumbnail and the description. And if you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. And once you've unlocked this listing, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. So thanks for joining us, and until next time.